So let's talk about some of these great answers that you said. The most important thing that you have to do right now is your education. Who said education? Raise your hand. Who knew education but didn't feel like answering the question because it's still early in the morning for you? All right? So it's education. That's the most important thing you do right now. I want to talk to you something about Pareto's principle. Vilfredo Pareto was an economist, an Italian economist. He had a rule called 80-20. So the 80-20 principle says that the rule is broadly refers to this. It says that 20% of the essential tasks you have to perform gives you 80% of the outcome. That means there's just a few things that you do that's going to impact your life meaningfully, okay? Let me tell you, break it down how it falls into education. What is the 80-20 rule in studying? The 80-20 rule in studying says that 20% of your mission-critical tasks will guarantee 80% of your academic success. What am I saying? There's only a few things that you really, really need to focus on, and you'll do 80% better than you probably have been doing if you haven't been focused on those critical tasks. All right? Let's get into it, because I want this school to be the best year for you, but you're going to have to focus on your 20% in order to be successful in the school year. What are those 20% critical, mission-critical tasks that you have to focus on that's going to impact 80% of your education? So let's get into it as it pertains to education. Someone did say homework too, right? You said homework, yep. So there's subcomponents under your education. There's 3 of them: attendance, assignments, and study. Those are the 3 subcomponents that you're going to have to begin to focus on to make sure that you have a positive impact on your education. Now, which one of these, show of hands, how many of you believe that attendance is the most important? Raise your hand. Okay? The most important. Most impactful. Your assignments, raise your hand. Studying, raise your hand. Okay. All right. All of these are important. All of these have an impact on your education, but studying is going to be the one that you have to focus on. Because I have people that have perfect attendance that are failing classes. I mean, you're not getting it. You're not applying yourself. You're not studying the way you should. I know some people that complete their assignments incorrectly. They turn in every assignment, get an F on every one. So the base is what? You got to study. That's the main thing that you guys have to learn to do. No one told me this. So I thought that my friendships, my social relationships, hanging out with my boys, throwing up a gang sign, I thought that all of that was the most important stuff because it made me feel better than studying. The things that you have to focus on are not going to make you feel good until you're my age. When you ain't got to go to school anymore, you've done all the schooling that you need to do. I think I want to do a PhD if I get some time. As y'all saw, I don't have much. But when you get my age and you don't have to work anymore, and you can say, you know what, it's because I studied and did the things I was supposed to do, the 20% I was focused on, so now 80% of my life is freed up. You'll get there. Some of these guys are there. They've already retired. Some of us just tired. All right? So here we go. Here's the top distractions I'm going to talk to you about and the common factor they share. Cell phone, top distraction for teens. Number 2, digital devices. Outside another distraction. Number 3, other activities. Texting, music, television. Number 4, clothing and accessories. Never knew about that one. In the interest of time, I'm not going to go deep into what I was, but I know we're trying to catch up on time. I never knew why this was so important. If the young lady is not restricted in what she can wear, see, we think it's ethnic. Why can't she push her stuff up? Because you ain't looking at the board. You're looking over there. So it can be a distraction. I found that in my research. Blew my mind. Like, oh, okay, that's why there's dress codes. I get it. And then there's others. All right? So, now, who is that? Say it loud like you know. Don't play like you don't know. Who is that? Who that is?
Who is it? Who is it?
Who is that?
Who is he?
Who is that?
Who is it? I know Diddy. I know.
What is that?
Zachary right there.
Yes. These young men, many of them knew it, and I'm glad. That's the Pythagorean theorem. What is that? Come on, 11, 12 grade, give it to me now. Huh? That's the axiom for summation notation. This tells me, right? This tells me that the set n is here is defined here to there. That means 4 times 1 plus 5, right? 4 times 1 plus 5 is my answer, plus 4 times 2 plus 5 is my answer, plus 4 times 3 plus 4 times 4 plus 5 plus 4 times 5 plus 5, all the way up to 100, and then our summation means to add that all together. Now, why do I know that? Because I've been studying that. Why you know them? Because you've been studying them. But what's my question to you? What do they contribute to your top priority?
All right now.
Not a doggone thing. If I seem passionate about it, I am.
Come on now.
Because I just realized this for my own life. Man, what the heck am I doing sitting here, man, looking at Woody because he answering questions goofy? Why am I filling up his pockets? Charleston White, why am I filling up their pockets? I got my own stuff to do. You got your own stuff to do. They don't contribute anything to your life. I'm not hating on them. But I'm telling you, you got to stop getting distracted because you study them. Some of y'all didn't know what the Pythagorean theorem was. Some of you didn't know what summation notation was. So why? Why? Because how much time do you spend studying them where you know them most like Vaughn, Kimon, Woody, Cardi, good. You know them immediately. Why? Because you spend more time studying them. If you do that with scholastic subjects, you will be that much more astute when somebody puts a question on the board. Problem is, only 20% of y'all gonna do what I'm telling you to do today. Some of y'all are like, man, that old dude up there streaming.